This is a quick video on stem direction. This is pretty simple, just a couple of rules to follow. And the direction of your stem, these stems here, they depend on where you are on the individual staff lines. That's how you'll make your decision. It won't matter what clef you're using at all, it's all the same. It's about the staff lines. So, the things to remember are the center line, okay? This is how you'll make your decision for single notes. If you have a note head on the center line or above the center line, then you'll get a down stem. On the center line or anywhere above it, or if it's on a ledger line or something, it doesn't matter. It's still on the center line or above, then the stem goes the opposite direction, it goes down, okay? Again, doesn't matter what clef it is. So when that's not the case, or anything below the center line, then the stem is going to go up. Okay, again, it doesn't matter if it's ledger lines or anything. Okay, so remember, if it's on the center line or above, the stem is going to go down. If it is anywhere below the center line, the stem will go up. Okay. The other part will be dealing with having more than one note, because notes will be beamed together like that, and you'll have to make a decision. Are the stems going to go down, or are they going to go up? Okay, so to make that decision, it's actually very similar to the single note heads, but what you do is you consider all the notes that you have and figure out which one is furthest away from this center line. Okay, which one is furthest away from this center line, and then stem the whole thing the way you'd stem that one note that's furthest away. So if we look at distance between here and here, that's just one space away here, or a second. And if we're going from this center line up to here, we've got a space and a line. Okay, so this note right there is further away from this center line than that one. Okay, so again, we're looking for the one that's the furthest away from the center line. Let me draw that one again. And we will stem everything the way that we stem the one that's furthest away. Okay, so this is the one that's the furthest away, and we will be stemming, it would usually get a down stem because it is on or above the center line. So everything that we're going to beam together would also have a down stem. Okay, so there's one example. So if we have another example here, and it doesn't matter how many notes are below or above. The number of notes doesn't really matter here. Okay, but you can see this group of notes, the lowest note would be this one, and it would usually get an up stem because it's below the center line. So this entire group will get up stems then. Okay. So again, it doesn't really matter how how many notes are on one side or anything like that. If we had a similar group of notes, okay, like that, but we had one way up here. Okay, again, I just measure how far away the furthest one is. This one is a space, then a line, then a space, and if I'm counting all the way up from the center line to this note way up here, you can just tell visually that it's obviously the furthest one away. But to make sure, we've got a space, a line, a space, a line, and a space. It's obviously much further away. So we'll go ahead and stem this entire group of notes the way we'd stem this upper one. So this upper one would get a down stem, okay, and so would everything else. So that is it. And just a summary, the center line is where you make all your decisions for single notes, If it's on or above the center line, the stem will go down. If it's anywhere below the center line, here for example, the stem will go up. Okay, and then when you are beaming and stemming groups of notes, the stem direction is based upon the note that is the furthest away from the center line, the furthest away. And this is the most extreme example here. Furthest away from the center line. This one's obviously way further than that one. So you stem everything like you would stem the note that's the furthest away. All right, that's it.